I love when it freezes right when we start. I love that.
That's good. We're just waiting.
All right, hello.
Hi, everyone.
Welcome back, everybody, once again to another episode of Comic Talk right here on the Planet Comics YouTube and Facebook page. Boy, we got a lot.
So much.
So much.
Like incredible things. There are so many incredible things.
Surprisingly, Marvel's lacking, but Marvel, I feel like in all Marvel when we get there is summed up by one cover, and we'll get there when we get there. Indies in DC went crazy.
Yeah,
they like there is a lot of good stuff.
Jody,
hey Jody, how's
what's
it going?
Up? Hey
good
Jody.
To see you. Jody beat Thomas to the punch.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Wonder where Thomas is.
Quick on the draw, Jody was. Man, yeah, but we've been dealing with a lot. Man.
Yeah, it's been insane.
It's been a busy day, but like I can't complain. I can't ever complain when DC's got one of the best lineups for me to talk about.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so we are just gonna get right into it. Oh, there's Thomas.
Oh, Thomas, he said I was here, but reading Catwoman.
Oh, he's slacking. But yeah, we're gonna get right into it because it's just a lot.
Yeah, it might be a longer episode depending
on how we time it out. But first off, DC's best book of the week, man. It's a new era. I'm so excited. Action Comics number 1051, 1051. First supersized issue of Action Comics. So they are taking on a new format. It's 3 stories per issue now.
Okay.
And it's an ongoing with those 3 stories. So the first story is PKJ continuing what he's been doing. Okay. And now Superman Clark is back in Metropolis. The entire super family is back. It's so good to see all of them together again. I love everything they're setting up in that. The second story, written by Dan Jurgens, legendary Superman writer, is about Lois and Clark and young John Kent. Oh. And it's about them raising him. And that's another...
You don't get enough of that. I'm really excited for that.
And the third one is about Power Girl, who Power Girl has not had like a really good representation in a long time. So long. But like, she's the third backup story in this. And now she has new psychic abilities as seen in the recent Lazarus Planet one-shot. And she and Omen are going to become like therapists, I guess, for superheroes.
Okay.
And it's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, with some cameo appearances by characters that I did not expect to see in that story. But man, Action Comics just incredible. Like now, and Trey's here. Good to see you, Trey.
Hello.
But yeah, it now is the time. If you've never cared about Superman, give it a shot because you will. Anyone who doesn't like Superman, you read Superman, you read the right Superman, and you will love Superman.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And if you're wanting to hop in on Superman, now's the time.
We're really
is
pushing,
the issue.
Yeah, for people to put this on their pools too.
Brand new jumping on point. Like this is the time to get in Action Comics. If you're not pulling Action Comics right now, and you want to, now is the time to start pulling Action Comics.
Yeah.
Time for Superman.
Yeah, the Super Family's about to get Bat Family level.
But yes, they're going to have so much representation. So good. And we have a lot of variants this week for Action Comics. We have this one by Steve Beach, who I was telling you right before the show started. I think Steve Beach is getting like Alex Ross level.
Yeah.
Like his artwork every time for Action Comics has been so good. The covers are incredible.
Yeah, he's obviously like a fine artist, and you can really tell. Even that one issue of Action that came out not too long ago was like gorgeous.
Yeah, it's like that really realistic like painting quality. I love this shot of Superman, and Metallo is the main villain of the first story. So we have a reflection of Metallo.
Jody, yes!
Jay, say I'll try out Action, see how it is.
Yes, fantastic.
Jody. Man, it's good.
It's a good, give it a shot.
And then we have another Metallo cover here. This is more
the one that we're seeing right now.
Yeah, this is the Metallo we've been seeing in these past few Action Comics issues. The sad, broken down robot who just wants to die. He just wants to be left alone and to die out. And Lex Luthor is not letting that happen.
No, it's brutal.
Yeah, like Lex is using him, and he's like, "You're going to fight Superman. You're going to kill Superman, whether you like it or not."
Yeah.
He's trying to be done with it, but he can't get away.
Yeah.
And then we just talked about Power Girl. Oh, this sweet Power Girl cover. I love that. She's got the shades and everything.
She looks awesome.
That's such a good shot of her. It's so good. And then we have this one that really shows off the Super Family. It's all of them. Which we got John Kent here in the middle, Superman Blue. We have the new Superman, Kong Keenan right down there from Superman of China. We have Natasha Irons up there in the top left on your screen. Steele's niece.
Mm-hmm.
We have Connor, our boy, the original Superboy.
Mm-hmm.
Kara at the top, and then we have the Super Twins, the newest members of the Super family.
Yeah.
Clark and Lois's new adopted kids from Warworld.
So beautiful.
It really is.
Love it.
We also have, we'll switch it out. We got another Power Girl cover.
That sounds great.
Another classic Power Girl shot. Super good.
Mm-hmm.
Thomas said Lex is like an abusive ex right now.
Oh.
Pretty much.
Ooh.
That's pretty much how it is.
Yeah.
And then we have classic, I guess you could argue this is either Clark when he was a kid or John.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we have, the early days of a Superman, growing up in the fields of Kansas.
Oh, this is beautiful. I didn't even see this variant. Oh, my.
Really nice. And then up next, away from DC's main man, well, to me, the main man, we have their actual main man. We have Batman, Detective Comics, Action Detective, coming out same week, always good.
Look at this Two-Face cover here.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Super wild, super gothic.
Oh, yeah.
Dark, incredible.
Yep.
Thomas says, is that Krypto on the last cover? That's where I'm
Safe
debating.
to assume?
Well, I would say if you think it's Clark on the cover, it is Krypto. If you think it's John, then it's John's dog, because John didn't grow up with Krypto. I forget. They literally say the name of the dog in the issue, and I forgot, because John had a different dog.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, have you seen this detective cover?
No. No! Whoa!
Yeah, I figured you'd be all over that.
Look at that! Yeah, this is a great aesthetic summary of what it's like to read Detective right now.
Yeah,
it is so goth.
Incredibly goth.
That's awesome.
Up next, we have our number 4 of 6 of Batman Gotham Knights Gilded City, the video game tie-in. Tom says, "Whoa, is that Barbados?" It is Barbados. I blanked on the name, so I didn't bring it up. I was like, I know it's the Bat God. I know it's the Bat God. What is his name? Thank you, Thomas. It is Barbados.
That's good. But yeah, I got that for
only copy of Gilded City.
Oh, okay.
So if you've been following along the video game tie-in, then go ahead and pick it up. And I was just telling Katie, up next we have Blue Beetle, Graduation Day, number 3 of 6. Again, one of my favorite books that they got going right now.
You can't get enough of this.
What is incredible is that, again, I could say it now that we're comfortably 3 issues in, and this run is this story is really good. The writer, Josh Trujillo, is the same writer as Batman Face Clan, which was horrendous.
Awful.
But man, the guy's talented.
Yeah.
This book is good.
I don't know, Face Clan really gave us a lot of quotable moments.
Yeah, he was having a laugh with that one.
Leave it up to the gamers, Batman.
He definitely was having a laugh. He was like, whatever. They gave me the freaking Face Clan book.
The art for this Blue Beetle book is amazing.
It's like half anime. It's very anime inspired. It reminds me of the Teen Titans cartoon.
Yeah.
Well, the Teen Titans cartoon, it looks kind of like an anime, but it's not an anime.
Yeah.
But they had all the same, the wild facial expressions and stuff like that.
It's it's very animated. This is a good example of how to do stylized comic book art. That's not Tim Drake.
Yeah, that's not Tim Drake.
Unfortunately. We'll get to that later, though.
And then we have this variant cover of Jaime as he's mid-transformation. I love all these mid-transformation Jaime covers.
Yeah, they're cool.
They're really good. I collect all of them.
That's awesome.
I like the direction they're going with Blue Beetle, where it's it's all the villains and stuff. It's almost like Power Ranger inspired as well, because he's fighting he fought the Gold Beetle, or not Gold Beetle, that's a different character. He fought another Beetle. He's fought Black Beetle. He fights Green Beetle in this one. So there's all these different Beetles. It's really interesting.
Yeah.
Up next, back to Batman, we have DC's Batman One Bad Day, Catwoman. Man, so Bane ended up Catwoman got delayed. Catwoman was supposed to come back in December.
I was going to say last week it was Bane. Yeah.
So because of Catwoman getting delayed, we have back-to-back bad days. A bad day a week. Woo. I call those Mondays.
You call those Mondays, dang. This looks great though.
Yeah, people are loving the art in this Catwoman.
Gotta give you a sneak peek of Catwoman there.
I mean, Catwoman consistently just has the best covers. She's one of those characters that's perfect for that kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
Thomas said, "Gimme."
I got you, Thomas.
And we have one variant cover for it, which I love. Speaking of the art, look at how jacked Catwoman is.
Yeah.
In the art.
Whoa.
the muscle definition, body mass alone. I'm telling you, best Catwoman cover.
Yeah, man.
Thomas is on a Catwoman spell right now. I know he's
all about it right now, which is awesome. Let me know if you want this cover, Thomas. It's pretty good.
Which if you're all about Catwoman, then you're like, our own one and only copy left of Catwoman number 51, we have this variant cover right here. Super good.
Yeah.
She's got the pearls.
Every Catwoman cover is a banger, honestly.
They all are.
So good.
Up next, from one Batman, a female villain, to another, it's Harley Quinn, number 26. Harley's currently dealing with some multiverse shenanigans.
Okay, yeah.
Which is very fun.
Yeah.
I think she's dealing with like the dark multiverse right now.
Interesting.
Thomas says, I think I'm pulling Catwoman now. I believe you are. I'm pretty sure you are. If not, we'll
have to make sure that, because I don't know if you hit it before the FOC. We'll check. We'll make sure.
Yeah, you'll be good.
Yeah. Speaking of covers that
Harley had some good covers this week too. So we have this one, the Clockwork Orange cover.
Look how good this is.
That is so good.
Glass of milk that's fallen over.
She's got Alex's hat and his cane.
Yes.
Yeah, like.
Oh my god.
Clockwork Orange is one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
Like,
absolutely.
Incredible. So that cover is so good.
One of my favorite books. Like, it's just. Oh, it's such a cool cover. And Harley being a part of that cover is perfect.
Yeah.
I can't get enough of that.
It's incredible. Awesome. And then we have the Jenny Frison variant, which Jenny Frison is one of those artists, like, for covers that people just go crazy for.
Yeah.
Like, so I don't think this one's going to last long.
It's not. We tried to get some extra copies for the shelf, but it's already going. And for good reason. This is an incredible cover.
Yeah.
Harley is adorable, so.
Super good.
Oh, it's so cute.
Getting away from Harley, we have up next the Human Target book number 11.
Oh yeah, Trey loves Harley too. I wonder if you like those covers.
Yeah,
Trey.
if you're interested in those covers, like for just to hang up on your wall or anything like that.
Yeah,
they're great. Like
so
pieces.
good.
They're super good.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is the penultimate issue of the Human Target. We're nearing the end.
Oh, really?
Man, and Human Target, it's crazy. I hate that more people couldn't hop on as it was going because the art. Look at the art in there, man.
Yeah.
It's wild.
It's beautiful. I cannot wait for a trade of this because I know I'll be all into it.
And then we have this one, a little bit more classic. Just
Ooh.
I do like that he's having a shooter at a grave and it's his own grave.
Oof. Dramatic.
Up next, DC's currently one and only team book that they have going right now.
Surprising.
The Justice Society of America, number 2, part of the new golden age that Jeff Johns is at the helm of right now. More and more, as this and Stargirl come out, more and more like hidden golden age characters are being discovered. Where it's like, man, all these characters existed in the golden age, but they got sucked out of time, which is why we don't remember them.
Okay.
So like, Stargirl had like Mr. Terrific's hidden sidekick that we never knew about, Quiz Kid.
Quiz Kid, that's so good.
And it was really funny because the kid had like, Mr. Terrific has fair play on his jacket because that's what he's about. And the kid had a sesh that said "Play Fair."
Play fair. That's so good.
Yeah, it's really good.
Nice.
We have our variant over here showing off a newer version of Dr. Midnight. Dr. Midnight, Thomas is talking about Mr. Terrific has a sidekick and he's great.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, Dr. Midnight, which is a character that you don't see do his actual superheroing much around. He typically he's a literal doctor. Like a lot of times he's in Human Target and it's like, well, let me tell you what disease you got and all that. Like he actually is a medical doctor. So
the real heroes.
That's pretty funny. So this is, like I said, part of like newer golden age characters we know exist. It's a different Dr. Midnight.
Okay.
A female Dr. Midnight. Very cool.
Very nice.
Up next, we only have variant covers for these, but it's our Lazarus Planet one shot. Lazarus Planet, we once were gods. I think this will be dealing with I was gonna say the more magical side of DC, but the whole event is dealing with the more magical side of DC.
Yeah.
But this one is going to be dealing, obviously, with the Amazonians. I think Shazam's going to get wrapped up in this one. Haven't had a chance to read it yet. I know we're pretty sure Aquaman is going to get sucked into that one, too.
Mm.
It's, because all these one-shots are just, like, how, like, this event is affecting everyone all over the world.
Different groups of, okay.
And this is one of the few that's not, I keep calling it a one-shot. I think this is the only one that's not a one-shot. This one's going to be, like, 3 or 4 issues.
Oh, okay, yeah, because it says number 1 after it.
And Trey says, "Gotta get your stuff before I get ready to go see you guys soon. I'm excited to see you all again."
Oh, it'll be nice to see you.
Excited to see you again too.
Very cool.
And then we have this variant cover here. We have our Martian Manhunter / Doomsday. Looks like either Martian Manhunter is morphing into Doomsday.
Oh man,
or something of such.
That's crazy looking.
I love the detail on that.
Yeah. Ooh.
And then we have our Aquaman variant cover showing off Jackson and Arthur. Arthur looking suspiciously like Jason Momoa.
Yes.
Which is very funny. Yeah, really good.
Yeah, it's a beautiful cover.
Up next, we're going back to Gotham for Punchline, the Gotham game, number 4. Punchline's another one of those characters that just owns every cover that she's in.
Oh, yeah.
She steals the show. Like, the design is just really good.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like one of, like, you can't not love it.
Yeah.
So we have that. We have this one.
I like this one a lot.
All these covers are so good.
Yeah.
They're incredible. And then this next one, which...
This is the one.
This is the one I thought... This cover is so good, I thought it was art germ.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, the detail on her face and everything, her design, like, that has to be art germ. And it's not, actually.
Warren Liu?
Yeah, I'm not familiar with them, but
yeah,
it's such a good cover. I got a couple copies. We have a couple copies of this in the store because I know people are going to want to love it.
Yeah.
Like it, just look at it.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Yeah, like, Punchline definitely one of those characters you get for the covers.
Yeah.
Because it's incredible.
There's so much detail in this cover.
Yeah. Like the more you look at it, you see stuff that you didn't like. You see like the texture in her clothes and all that.
Yeah, that's awesome. Wow.
Up next, we have Tim Drake Robin, number 5. We're talking about stylized artwork in a book. Tim Drake has a style.
Very style. Very style much, yeah.
It's a style.
But this is interesting, though. I was telling you before the show, halfway through the comic, it actually switches styles, or at least Tim looks sharper.
It's definitely the same artist. You can tell because when it cuts to like Bernard and other characters, they kind of look a little bit the same. But Tim... noticeably drawn different.
Yeah.
They gave him an actual chin. He's not like a big thumb anymore.
I'll go ahead and like give a little
see, it's
definition.
It's improving. It's
improving. I feel like if it started off with this Tim, it wouldn't have gotten so much
First thing Thomas has
already changed. Yeah. So hopefully from this point on.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully. That's all
We'll see.
You know, maybe
I would like to read it without being distracted.
And here's our variant cover. The variants for Tim are consistently great.
They're great,
People love these variants. They're so good.
Yeah, the variants are what everyone hopes it would be.
And last up for DC, we have the Sandman universe, Dead Boy Detectives. Man, Sandman is just a wild and crazy story.
Yep.
It's anything in the universe is incredible.
I wish I had picked up the first one to read it. We still have copies of it. Reading it independently of Sandman itself, like, you could still probably figure out what's going on. You definitely can,
because like, I think the Sandman universe is like it's more like that banner is to give you an idea of what kind of story it's going to be. It's not going to be like,
you have to know what's going on.
Like Dream's not rolling up in these stories, Lucifer's not doing anything. Like they're pretty disconnected. It's just that tone. That's what you can expect.
Yeah.
And then we have this variant cover.
This is good.
Super good.
Yeah. Very cool.
Man, that is going to wrap up our DC segment for the week. That was a lot. Almost pushing 20 minutes there.
DC was swinging.
DC was swinging. Marvel's doing some web slinging. We have Amazing Spider-Man number 18.
Amazing.
I will say, so for all a lot of the Marvel books, these are only copies.
Yeah.
Because Marvel came in, a little lighter this week. I mean, after pulls and everything, you got pulls. You got you taken care of.
Yeah.
But as far as like, people who are like shelf shoppers, slim pickings, gotta act fast. But we have this variant cover here. That's a good one.
This is really good.
That one, which I believe is actually John Romita Jr.
Yeah. After Romita?
Oh, okay. They went over his work.
Okay.
Because that's like, John Romita Jr.'s work, it's polarizing. He's done some really good stuff and some stuff, especially with Spider-Man. But this Spider-Man cover is really good.
Fantastic, yeah.
Yeah, that one sticks out for sure.
Katie, I have a specific issue of Classic X-Men that you'll need to read. I'm here for it.
Thomas was telling me about that.
Really?
Yeah,
yeah, I'm so here for it.
Yeah, that one.
I got to get back on my X-Men project.
I didn't get to ask any details on it, but it was he definitely told me a little bit about it.
Nice.
But up next, issue number 3 of Doctor Strange Fall Sunrise.
This is so good. I don't even know what's going on with Doctor Strange, but he's tripping literally, like something crazy is happening. Oh, Thomas, you want the variant for Spidey? I got you.
Absolutely.
Oh, it's so good.
I love the within the body, my body is not.
It's literally the first 2 issues were like the most philosophical, like mind-blowing thing I've ever read. Look at this spread. I know. My God.
Yeah, I know the artwork won't stick around, which is actually unfortunate for Doctor Strange when the ongoing gets started. But I hope the tone. I haven't checked writers yet. I don't know if it's the same writer or not, but I would hope it's similar because it's really cool and perfect for Doctor Strange.
Yeah, it's like a heavier read. So I know a lot of people haven't liked it, but there are also people who love it. Yeah,
it's like that psychedelic kind of vibe, which I think Doctor Strange fits perfectly. Mm-hmm. I mean, his best stories back in the day were written from people who were on acid.
Yeah, he's just one of those characters.
It's just one of those characters. But here's our variant for that. Super good.
Yeah, Thomas was one who couldn't really get into the art, which I understand.
That's fair.
Honestly, it's not the most readable thing in the world, but it fits. Oh, it fits perfectly.
Yeah.
Like these pages, it's fantastic.
I love it.
This is a great variant cover too.
Jed MacKay is the writer for the new run, he says.
Okay.
Oh, no, this is Tradd Moore.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. Well,
he's both the writer and the artist. Yeah.
Okay.
Very cool. Huh.
Well, hopefully Jed MacKay, I would like Jed MacKay to
takes the same tone, yeah.
Up next, we have another favorite of yours from Marvel.
Yes, Midnight Sun.
It's actually a pretty good week for you for Marvel.
It is actually. It's one that I actually have some say in. The Midnight Sun is great. This might be the last issue. Thomas, do you know if this is the last one?
I believe it is.
Yeah, because I think it was a mini series. So yeah, this is great. Some of the people have actually really enjoyed the game too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, some of the people have been coming in and reading it have said the game's pretty good.
It didn't look good to me. But...
No, it didn't. No, not at all.
It did not look good.
Yeah, it's 5 of 5.
The comic's example of, the game might be trash, but corporate synergy, really worked out in my favor.
A nice comic, yeah.
It's like me with Blue Beetle. Blue Beetle, that movie, who knows? But they got me a comic.
Yes, God, we hope it's good.
Up next, we have Murder World Wolverine. This has been part of a connected event.
So Mary and I were reading into it. It feels like a battle royale kind of book.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like they're pitting all of these different teams together, like against each other or something. So, because there's Murder World, like Spider-Man. Avengers and Spider-Man. Yeah, so that's the vibe. Tell me if I'm wrong though.
No, that sounds about right.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird.
That Marvel heroes fighting each other? No, never.
Or like maybe all like the different Wolverine.
Well, there's at least 2 Wolverines on here.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's 3 because there's X-23.
X-23, yeah.
And then both old school Wolverine and current Wolverine.
Yeah. Interesting.
Oh, and it's like his whole family.
Like maybe multiverse. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what that.
But it exists.
I feel like they didn't explain it when it came out, so it left me very confused. On that train though, with Wolverine, we have Sabretooth and the Exiles. Man, I remember when the Exiles had their own ongoing series.
Really?
Yeah, I like the idea of the Exiles. I don't know if I think they've strayed away from what they originally were when they got started. But I remember being really interested in the original Exiles run.
Okay. Yeah.
I think they were also multiverse hopping heroes, but that's back when it was unique.
Oh,
before everyone was doing it, before every Gwen comic had it.
Dang.
Here's our variant.
variant.
I love the colors in this variant.
It's cool to see Sabretooth contrast so heavily with like this wonderfully bright and trippy cover. Yeah. It's like not a character you would see in front of this. So that's a really nice cover.
It was funny because they did the Sabretooth miniseries, then the Exiles miniseries, and then Sabretooth and the Exiles.
Okay, yeah. Nice.
Thomas, they got Wolverine Logan, Wolverine Laura, Scout, Fang. Yeah, it's just the whole Wolverine family.
Okay.
Up next, we're gonna dip into the Star Wars half of things with, I know Tom's gonna like this one, Dr. Aphra, number 28. Man, I love
Code of Honor. Yeah, I know they're beautiful. Star Wars has beautiful covers.
They always do. Like the Star Wars covers are incredible.
Yeah.
And then we have for Dr. Aphra, we have our Return of the Jedi 40th anniversary variant cover.
Nice.
Number 3 of 40.
Oh wow!
I guess they're doing 40 of them.
Gotta catch them all.
I mean, they've only done like 3, and they still are inside Jabba's palace in these covers. So I guess they're just gonna do the whole movie.
They're gonna do the entire movie.
They're gonna have to.
Interesting.
Jerry said, "I love the Wolverine from the '80s cartoon." Yeah, I mean, me too.
Was that like a yellow suit?
Yep.
Okay.
That one, that one was yellow suit, but that is like I think that's the cartoon where if you weren't reading comics at the time, that is like what got a lot of people into X-Men. And Wolverine was like the coolest guy. So,
yeah.
The classic, I'm on the team, but I'm a loner, and I'm the bad boy.
But it's super edgy.
Yeah, it's like, I don't listen to orders, I do what I want.
Misunderstood.
Yeah. Like so we have The High Republic, The Blade, number 2. This is our only copy of this book, actually.
Okay.
So it's one of those, again, you gotta act on it now if you're in any interest.
Yes, yeah. Interesting.
And then we have Star Wars Yoda, number 3. Again, only variant cover, only cover. I like this variant a lot, though. I like Yoda training this young character that he's come across here.
It's a beautiful cover.
It has me interested in wanting to see what they go through because is this kid like a new potential Force wielder maybe? Like is Yoda gonna train someone personally to be a Jedi, perhaps,
Yeah.
or is he just offering guidance? For like he tends to do for anyone that he.
They're really cute. I
yeah.
like this character.
Oh yeah, Yoda, and
Huh.
Yoda is like I think like the unsuspecting wise elder. I feel like Yoda like created that trope almost.
Yeah.
I'll just like you go to meet this wise elder to train you, and he's a little weird green Muppet dude,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh, this guy's the best one. I didn't expect that.
This kind of sucks.
Thomas, can I get that variant?
You can.
Yes, you can.
No,
All
you
right.
can't.
Up next, man. So this is Marvel's big one. This is the story that's carrying the week for them. Sins of Sinister #1.
Judgment Day is coming. Look at this.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and you were telling me even the Sins of Sinister. Like, this is interesting.
This is incredible. I have not been keeping up with any of the newer X-Men
Mhm.
stuff, but even still, I was able to pick this up and read it, and oh my god, everything is burning to the ground. It is awful what is
Yeah.
happening, but so entertaining.
Mhm.
It is just, it is watching just a house fire. Like, it's insane.
Which you've wanted more of Mr. Sinister content.
Yes,
Because
I
you love
have.
his design.
I love his design, and the more that I read of him, and every time he pops up in a story or something I'm reading, I'm just like, he is so awful, and I love him for it.
It's like, my name's Mr. Sinister.
Yeah, why would you expect him
Yeah.
to be good at any
Yeah.
point in
There's
this?
it's like there's no nuance here. I'm not Magneto.
No.
I'm Sinister.
Yep. It is surface level. You get what you see, and oh, this is so good. I cannot wait for more of this event. Honestly.
And probably the biggest thing in terms of Thomas is Katie since there's been a chaotic spree in Immortal X-Men.
I gotta catch up to it all, or probably read it after the fact. But
Fair enough.
mhm.
But this cover up next, our variant cover for
So
Sinister,
good.
the Art Germ Emma Frost variant. Man,
Oh my god,
this puts the lady segment
Whew.
to shame.
it does.
Like
Yeah.
man, Marvel's beating them at their own game.
Yes, this is insane.
Daniel said first Fire X-Men in decades.
Oh man.
Also good to see you, Daniel.
Yes, hello. This cover is just so good.
So good.
It was talked about like
Mhm.
months before
Yeah.
it ever dropped.
the
too.
moment the moment that Art Germ like released it,
Mhm.
that was like, oh my god.
Yeah,
Like, Art Germ doing Emma Frost, like
Mhm.
that's so good.
we had a 1 in 100 variant that we actually sold
Today.
to one of our good regulars who loves Art Germ too. So this cover, like, everyone should get one. We have
Yeah.
plenty.
Yeah, we have plenty, and it like this cover is like going crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
Daniel says Power Girl's better. I'm inclined to agree. You're not wrong.
Biased over there.
Thomas,
If I don't already have this cover, please give it to me. I think you do, but I'm going to put it in the Thomas stack just in
yeah,
case.
we and we do have some other. We sold our 1 in 100 variant,
Yes.
but we have our 1 in 25 variant, which if maybe I'm not caught up on X-Men characters, but these look like Asgardian characters.
Sinister he's making his way around the
Okay,
Marvel universe.
okay.
So yeah, if that's who these are, then that makes sense in
Mhm.
context of the story. But this one is $25 for that.
And then we have our 1 in
This is
50
so
variant,
good.
which with Mr. Sinister doing the classic Cyclops Scott holding Jean pose. but
Yep.
This time it's Mr. Sinister.
Oh,
And he's
my
got the most evil grin on his face.
It is so good. Now this one is $40. Yeah,
Yes.
it's $40. But oh, it's so
A
good.
triumphant Sinister after he's defeated the X-Men.
He's just so cocky. He's such
Yeah.
a jerk.
Yeah,
He's such a jerk.
it's so good.
Wow.
I mentioned those guys look like Asgardians on another cover, which brings us into
Speaking.
Thor #30. Man, so Thor, we recently added some new Thor comics into our back issues,
Mhm.
and like that on top of playing God of War Ragnarok, it's got me got me into some Norse mythology. Like, hold on now, maybe I need to start checking out Thor.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Thomas is loving that for it. It is $40 in
Mhm.
fact, but it's very good for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, us working through those back issues though, we both were like, man, Thor's kind of
Thor is
cool.
pretty sweet, man.
The
Like,
art for Thor is insane.
and Thor's got some pretty good variants. We have
Mhm.
we have our extreme variant, which takes takes even more liberties than it normally would, because I think the extreme variants have mostly just been what am I saying? They're 90s costumes,
Uh-huh.
but that is not 90s Thor. Well, it's a 90s Thor, but Thor notoriously has a really bad 90s costume,
Oh really?
and it's hilarious.
Yeah. Jody said I'll take a copy
Of Sinister Emma, and he said, "Woo! I need a drink of water." No kidding.
It's so good. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's incredible.
I love that.
And then we have for We have our corporate synergy cover with Thor. Thor: Love and Thunder featuring Jane Foster Thor. You know,
It's a good cover.
you like Jane Foster Thor? See her in the only movie she'll ever get.
Sad.
Yeah, as Daniel said, that's actually a bit wicked.
Oh
It's
yeah,
not
the
a
other.
nice cover.
Yeah, it's good.
If you want a better interpretation of Jane Foster Thor, we have the Stormbreakers variant, which Stormbreakers, you know, it took me a long time to understand that Stormbreakers was like just an art thing. It's like their generation of artists.
Okay.
Because Stormbreaker is a Thor thing.
Oh.
Like, I thought Stormbreakers was like an event that was tied around Thor.
Yeah.
It's not.
Okay.
But, you know, Stormbreakers, Thor variant, it all kind of comes back around.
I see.
Thomas thinks Jane Foster will be back. I don't know about that. I would
Only
like that.
time can tell.
I would like that. I don't think they're. I think they told her whole arc in one movie. So we'll see. Up next we have, or well, actually, finally, Exterminators. This is our final issue for Marvel in general. And I think, is this a miniseries? Because I think this is our final.
I think it is. I think it's a miniseries, which I'm happy to see end because I want to trade, so I can read it.
Okay, I knew you were excited about it.
Yes, I really want to read it.
This one's been like very popular as well.
Super popular. Yeah, absolutely. So very good.
Stormbreaker is Beta Ray Bill's hammer. I think you're right, Daniel. It is.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what the hammer's called?
Yeah.
So, okay. Yeah.
And in the MCU, Thor gets a second hammer that's also called Stormbreaker.
Oh, okay.
So that's kind of how they work it into that one.
I understand.
Yeah.
Well, all right, everyone, get
Yeah.
your pantalones ready because it's about to get wild. So,
Yeah, so that wraps it up for Marvel. We're
Yes.
moving on.
So moving on to some crazy stuff. First, we're going to talk about The Last Ronin Lost Years. Check this out. So this is actually a prequel to the events that happened in The Last Ronin that basically everyone in the world read
Yes.
last year.
Yeah.
So if you didn't see, and I guess I'll go ahead and spoil Mikey, sad enough.
Yeah.
Here is more depression in book form. So yeah.
It's like we had the sad reveal, again, spoiler, that The Last Ronin was Mikey, was old Michelangelo, and then now we have this book, and it's just like, yo, now watch everything he went through.
Yeah.
You knew he went through some stuff, but now you're gonna really
You're
see
gonna
what he
see
went
it all. Like I opened the box and I was like, no, no, please don't show
through.
this
We won't
to
let
me.
him rest.
Yes. So we've got that one. Oh yeah, and here's actually the Eastman cover here.
Yeah, Daniel's talking about the Eastman cover. Sick. It is.
Very good. Yeah, it
That-
actually wraps around a bit.
Oh man,
Yeah,
that's so good.
it's incredible.
Well, it's a weird, interesting choice to have the red banner around it.
It is. Yeah, I really like it though.
Anytime you get Eastman like a good shot of all the turtles, that's like, I mean, that's what you want.
Yeah.
Because for a cover, you want that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I know this is going to be really popular, and even if you didn't read The Last Ronin, which you need to read The Last Ronin,
Yeah, you do.
you can pick this up because it is a prequel series. So
Yeah.
excited for that. Sad. Excited. Yeah, Thomas said, what a cover.
Yeah.
All right. So next up, kind of along the same lines here, we got number 2, the Power Rangers and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Woo!
Man, I'm getting back into Power Rangers. It's 30th anniversary of Power Rangers this year.
Oh wow, cool.
So
yeah.
Netflix is doing a big special. And
Oh,
I've
nice.
been thinking a lot about it. So I'm excited for this book.
Is that the special where like Kimberly's not coming back or something?
Yes.
I saw a lot of drama behind
She's
that.
not coming back. The original Red Ranger's not coming back. Sadly, Tommy
Mhm.
was not. He did not film it before he passed away,
Mhm.
so he's also missing. But yeah, which the fact that special they got like, they got like 4 out of the original 6, which is impressive.
Yes, yeah.
Usually you get like 2, and the rest are like, I'm not coming back.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I love. I mean, Power Rangers and Turtles have been crossing over since the 90s.
Mhm.
Like they did that, with the live action series back in the day.
Mhm.
So this is always a good time.
As a Dan Moore cover too. Does Dan Moore do the interior
Yep.
as well? Oh yeah. So all the more reason to check it out as well.
Yeah. I'll take that Last Ronin prequel. Is there a trade for Last Ronin itself?
There's
There
only
is,
a hardcover trade though.
but it's nice.
It's so
It's good.
nice. Yeah.
It's really
I'm saying
good.
that like it's a bad thing. It's very nice. It's a little bit more expensive, but
It's one that we always the Last Ronin hardcover is one that we always get a ton of copies of, and then we get a ton of copies. They always sell out, but we just stare at them until they sell. And every day it's just like, man, it looks good.
man, yeah,
looks
it's like no
good.
matter where you put it, it's like, dang, that looks nice.
That's a good looking book,
Good.
man.
We do have another variant here.
The Eastman cover.
Yes, look at it.
We're talking about classic Turtles cover. I love you got Eastman drawing what would be a classic Turtles cover. Also, this is an homage to the Todd McFarlane Wolverine Hulk
Yes.
cover.
Yep.
So we have Shredder doing the Wolverine pose from the Hulk book, but the reflection is not only the turtles but the Rangers themselves.
So beautiful, very
Thomas
cool.
said hardcover was not a detriment for me.
No, and it's literally so gorgeous. So
yeah, one of the best looking hardcovers we've seen.
So next up, it's just an excuse to talk about the series. Honestly, it's 61 issues in, so I don't know if you want to pick it up if you're not into it, but it's Saga. It's back.
Saga, always so good.
So good.
Well, 61 issues, maybe not the time. I mean, to get in for single issues.
No.
Collections and trades, though.
Yes.
I mean, with one collection, you can pretty much be caught up. We have a collection that's the entire run, except for these most recent issues.
Yeah.
With like one collection or like a handful of trades, and then what they've put out just now. Actually, they've had a trade for the last one just now too.
Yeah.
So with trades, you can catch up. Right.
It's worth the work.
Saga. Saga. I tell people is probably like legitimately the best comic book ever. I tell my favorite characters are Superman and Nightwing, and all that. I love the superheroes. I love everything about it. But Saga is probably the best.
Yeah. For sure.
Dan said, Brian Vaughn got out of bed again, finally? Thankfully. I was explaining to Katie, because Saga is known, they do these whole story arcs, they leave you on a heart-wrenching cliffhanger, and then they go away for 3 months.
Yeah.
And thankfully, like last time, it has been 3 months since we've talked about Saga.
Not years.
But it didn't, that 3 months didn't feel that bad. It didn't feel, it was just a long enough time. Now, the original, Daniel says, easy now, killer. I don't think Daniel agrees that Saga, maybe not the best. I don't know.
It's very good.
It's incredible.
Yes.
But yeah, so Saga, its 3 month hiatus, much better than the 3 years that I was stuck in.
Next up to another excuse to talk about, just a cool cover. This is the Whatnot book, Quested, that we talked about a few weeks ago. It's like the Legend of Zelda meets Hellboy comic.
Yeah.
It's issue 2. This cover is an Akira Toriyama homage.
Ball.
Yes, Dragon Ball homage cover.
Yeah.
And all of these Whatnot books, especially for Quested, always do like these really nerdy homage covers.
The homage covers are incredible.
They're really good.
They're so good.
They're awesome. So
Thomas said, I've only ever heard good things about Saga. Daniel said, it's bait and switch. The hook brings you back. It always does.
Yes, yeah. But Quested and Thomas, I think he started pulling Quested as well. It's a really good series. We still have copies of the first issue. I'm actually wonderfully surprised with the Whatnot book. So
yeah, I do love this, the Akira Toriyama. I'm a big Dragon Ball guy.
Oh yeah,
I love this cover.
Oh, and Thomas, you do need 2 copies of Quested, so go ahead and put that in the Thomas stack there.
True.
Very good. Yes, everyone should read that. Next up, this is so interesting.
So good. I get surprised every time. I know they do this.
This is Archie versus the World, which is the most Fist of the North Star meets JoJo meets like Mad Max.
It's Mad Max and everything that's been inspired by Mad Max, but with an Archie filter.
Yes.
Because yes, Archie is on the cover there is clearly drawn like Kenshiro from Fist of the North Star.
Yep.
Fist of the North Star is just inspired by Mad Max.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And you have Josie from Josie and the Pussycats doing the flame guitar from Mad Max Fury Road.
Yes.
I love Archie is so insane.
Yeah, no, we another one opened the box and we were just like, what?
Like Archie is so good.
Look at this spread. This is crazy.
They don't care, and they do care, but it just they'll do anything, I love it.
Yeah. These have been fun. The Chilling Adventures and then whatever the hell this is amazing. Yeah.
I love it.
Now look at this variant cover. Is very good too.
That one's actually Mad Max.
Yes.
Like that is the cover of Mad Max 1.
Yeah.
But with also Betty and Veronica. Archie filling the role for Max. And then,
so good.
And then Betty and Veronica.
Very, very good. So.
Thomas A is going to push a book on a friend and Daniel's calling him a dealer.
Paper dope.
Yeah. Very true.
Next up, we have Creepshow. It's issue 5. I think this might be the last issue for this because it was like a 5-issue anthology.
Which, man, I'm like, that was Creepshow was so. There's probably nothing more classic when you get beyond superheroes in comics. Nothing more classic than Creepshow.
Yep.
Like, come on.
Yep.
Creepshow is so good. How is like a 5-issue miniseries not enough?
And it's so funny because there are so many like indie books now that are horror anthologies, like Silver Coin and Ice Cream Man. This is the horror anthology series.
They all were inspired by like Creepshow and Tales from the Crypt and all those. It's like, why are those not around anymore?
Yeah.
And when they do come around, they're only around for miniseries. Like, man, they should be going to this day.
Yeah. This you could just pick this one up. It is issue 5. I've yet to read the stories in here, but every single one I've loved so far. I definitely want to rank the creepiest and most disgusting story.
They're good, and I love this cover here with the creeper and a kid. It's like just the classic, the old school comic wreck, from Days Gone, just like Creepshow itself.
Yep,
I love it.
Very good. So we have this cover here. We do have a variant cover, which is probably telling of some story that's within. Place. Yes, this has got like a fly vibe to it, some sort of fly anamorphous character there. Mm-hmm. Very cool. So always good to see Creepshow. Next up, interesting. So, okay, we have Inferno Girl Red. There we go. This is one of the books in the Massive Verse, the Radiant Black series.
Massive is correct.
It is a lot. We started reading it and we loved it, and then we blinked and there was like 30 series.
Yeah. So... It caught me. I'm not upset about it, but it did catch me off guard.
I feel like Radiant Black, so it's ongoing, and then he met all of these other like Radiant whatevers, and then they all got their own miniseries, and then there's a whole different multiverse.
There's other heroes that aren't even connected to like the Radiant,
to that universe.
Yeah, but they're in that universe.
Yes. Yeah, and they get their own books, and this is another one. I just kind of decided to start picking one and reading it. And Inferno Girl Red, I'm really interested in. I really like Radiant Pink. I like all the
Red.
Yeah, Radiant Red. I love. So I love all the female characters in these stories. It's very Power Rangers.
Yeah. I mean, it is.
Yeah, but we do have this. I'm gonna give it a shot again. Try to get myself back into the Massive Verse or whatever.
Power Rangers meets Invincible.
Oh yes, yeah, and the art for the books is a reason enough alone to read it. So very good.
As Daniel says, Go Radiance, mighty colorful Radiance.
That's so good. Yeah. Oh, and Jody, he loves Creepshow. It's so good. This cover, though, I really like it. It's got some girl power vibes to it.
That looks like the thumbnail of a lo-fi beats playlist video on YouTube. Not a bad thing.
No, it's a great compliment, honestly. Yeah, this is incredible. I'm definitely going to read it. So we've got that there. I'm going to let you take this next one.
All right. So, we don't usually show... sometimes I vary on if I want to show a facsimile off on the show. But I feel it's appropriate. The teaser just came out for season 2 of Invincible. So it's Invincible season 2 coming later this year, late 2023. And I love the show. I loved the comic when it came out. And so now we have a reprinting here, the very first
reprinting.
issue.
This is not actually number 1.
Well, yeah. I mean, the first one, that's going to cost you a pretty penny nowadays. But if you want to, get a single issue of it and not pay the pretty penny that you were going to be cost, this is for you. And it's more incredible for me to see old school Invincible because like this cover here is like done by Corey Walker, not done by Ryan Ottley, because the artwork originally is not Ryan Ottley, but I feel like Ryan Ottley is so known for Invincible. And then like later Ryan Ottley would redo the cover, and they would just see how the styles change. It's just crazy how this is a more innocent Invincible before his dad killed everybody.
Cool.
Spoilers for the first episode of the show, and like the 13th issue of the book.
We do, yeah. We've got plenty of these. It's cool to see a facsimile that's not just like Amazing Spider-Man, whatever.
Yeah.
Which those are awesome too, but it's like a more modern classic, So it's actually cool that they're reprinting those like that.
Daniel says rumors of a video game in the works. That I have heard about that.
Whoa!
When it comes to superhero video games, it's hard because
it's a hit or miss.
Well, because Batman killed it, and I've always said I don't know how My theory or my take is that I don't think you can do a good video game for pretty much any character with powers. And people always go, what about Spider-Man? Spider-Man's powers are so limited that it's really not, you can work with that. But any character that can fly, there's never been a good game with any of those, Superman, Green Lantern, Thor, all those guys. None of them, Iron Man.
The whole game for the PlayStation 2.
Hey, that's a good sandbox at least.
Yeah.
But they've never had a good game. If Invincible comes out and has a good game, that changes everything.
Yeah.
Because Invincible's powers are basically Superman's. Very similar, besides the minus a few powers. So I'm interested in that Invincible game.
We do have this variant facsimile. It's an undeluxe version.
Undeluxe version.
So it basically just comes with extra content like character designs and sketches.
It has a cutting room floor at the end. So the whole book's done in black and white. So it's it's a sketch. But yeah, it also you are really getting it for the promotional art in the back and like all like the behind the scenes stuff that we always love to hear about in the comic side of things. We don't get enough behind the scenes
concept sketches and
concepts
stuff
in comics. So
yeah
really, that other book is for someone who has never read Invincible but wants to pick up a nice cheap copy of number 1.
mm-hmm.
This is for someone who's already read Invincible and they want even more content for their Invincible collection.
Yes, definitely. All right, so
Daniel says Rocksteady, yep, Suicide Squad kills the Justice League, looks dope. Yeah, I mean Rocksteady, they made the Batman games. That's
okay.
That you don't get better than that when it comes to superhero games. Not yet.
Yeah.
So, we'll see.
So we're about to hit the Dynamite portion of the show, which honestly is very not lady heavy.
Yeah, surprisingly.
Week. We've got a lot though, so we're gonna get through it.
Another comic classic though.
We're talking about the Green Hornet.
The Green Hornet.
Ooh, look
One
at
Night
that.
in Bangkok. Man, Green Hornet, that's another old school, character.
They had a movie a couple years ago, right?
They had a movie and have you ever seen like the old show?
No.
Do you know the gimmick with Green Hornet?
I don't.
I am going to say Green Arrow so many times.
It's okay.
I don't mean to.
We'll forgive you.
But, so the gimmick with Green Hornet, at least because of the show, Green Hornet, he's pretty cool. He can do some stuff. His sidekick, Kato, does all the work.
Okay.
Kato does everything. And the reason that like became the stereotype is because in the Green Hornet show, Kato is played by Bruce Lee.
Oh my god, that's so good.
When you got Bruce Lee working for you, it's easy to be like, oh no, bad guys, go get him.
No.
And then he goes and beats everybody up. And then Green Hornet throws like one punch and then he's done. So yeah, that's kind of the legacy. Green Hornet will always have that legacy. Me being a Bruce Lee fan, and like all like those martial arts films, I've seen a lot of Green Hornet.
That's so good. So yeah, this is interesting. Then I think this might be a one shot.
I think it is.
Yeah. So yeah.
Even Thomas at Kato is awesome.
That's so good. We do have this cover here, which is very cool.
Yeah. Which
so
Kato is not on either cover, and I'm upset about that. Come on.
I feel like that's kind of on brand for what you just told me, though.
Yeah.
It's like he's not taking any of the credit.
No.
All right, so next up, we had Gargoyles #1 a couple weeks back, or I guess a month back. We've got Gargoyles number 2. Check it out. David Nakayama doing the A covers
and man,
here.
Gargoyles, it got me on that kick. Got me watching Gargoyles again.
Started watching it,
and it's still so good.
Very nostalgic.
What a sweet cartoon, man! That thing holds up.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It is incredible. I just love all.
We got like the classic art here.
Did you know that? You know all the Gargoyles names? Or are you aware of them?
No, I'm not.
The main one is Goliath. He's the one that everybody remembers. But all of the Gargoyles are named after parts of New York.
Oh, really?
So we have Bronx. I get them mixed up. One of them's Brooklyn, and the other one, I forget the other one. It is something. It's Lexington.
Okay.
So Lexington, Brooklyn, Bronx.
That's awesome. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, very cool.
Actually, no. Broadway.
Broadway. That makes sense.
Broadway and Bronx is the dog.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, so we got the B cover there. We have plenty of covers. It's Dynamite.
Or the way around. And here we have Lexington and Bronx.
Oh, very cool.
Or Broadway, whichever one I'm wrong about.
Yeah, and this is a great cover too.
If you guys have not seen Gargoyles, you gotta make time to go watch Gargoyles.
It was one of those things that was like on when I was a kid, and I definitely watched it, but my memory, it didn't make a lasting impression on me, which is surprising.
It did for me because I grew up, like Jay talked about the old X-Men cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
That was the same time period that I was watching the X-Men cartoon, the Spider-Man cartoon, Batman, Superman, Justice League.
Mm-hmm.
And Gargoyles was the only cartoon that Disney had that's like, whoa, this is like Batman.
This is cool.
Yeah. Like, this is their action cartoon.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's entirely original property is crazy. I mean, especially nowadays. You don't get that.
We got a D cover here. It's really cool.
Yeah, love that.
We have the E cover. Also, nice.
Just give me sweet shots of all the Gargoyles.
Yeah.
I think Jody picked up that first one. Jody, did you end up reading that? Were you a fan?
Yeah, I have yet to hear someone who actually read the first one.
Because I know he was like me. He said he loved the original cartoon.
Mm-hmm. We have some Virgin covers here. This one's pretty expensive. It's like $70, but you don't get words on it, so
yeah, get those pesky words out of there.
$50 for like this sketch variant. Pretty cool.
That one's pretty good.
Yeah, it's nice.
Jody said Gargoyles is really good.
Yay, nice. That's good.
Yeah.
$40. I actually like this. Pretty good. It's like a classic heading right there.
Well, that one looks like they had a comic in the 90s.
Oh, okay.
Shortly after the show ended, they had like a comic continuation, and that's the art style they had.
Okay, nice. Yeah.
And
Thomas said Gargoyles is something I never got into.
You gotta take a shot.
Something I did get into though, and I love very much. This is kind of a big deal this week.
It is.
So
it is.
We have Darkwing Duck #1. So yeah, this is pretty incredible, and also just incredibly funny that Dynamite has all of these.
They own all. Like, it's Disney Afternoon, man. They're coming back.
Yeah,
Disney Afternoon's popping
it's
off.
almost like the dark side of Disney Dynamite has here. Like, so this is a pretty big deal, though. We got cover A here, also David Nakayama. So I guess he's part of all these Disney property Dynamite books right now. This one is is it Mirka Indolfo? Mirko
Yeah.
Indolfo. We have a Mirko Indolfo cover here, which
That's
is
cool.
It's a really good cover. Yeah, and this is cover B. So yeah,
this is also sweet, by the way. Yeah, because Darkwing Duck was really good.
Oh,
I loved Darkwing Duck.
Definitely. We got cover C here. Cool action shot.
Yeah, it's so man. And this next one, that's the one I want to talk about. This is the one, the actual classic cartoon cover, featuring also Launchpad McQuack, who was in DuckTales.
Yes, yep.
Launchpad was like the connecting force. I mean, all those Duck shows were connected.
Yes,
They were.
The Duck Show universe.
They were, man. Darkwing Duck and DuckTales. Then he had what's the other one? Quack Pack.
I don't know about Quack Pack.
That one was about Huey, Dewey, and Louie, and they were cool and edgy in the 90s.
Okay.
And they were living with Donald.
Very cool. Oh yeah, they got on his nerves too. Yeah. Okay, I do remember that.
That was like Goof Troop, but worse. Quack Pack, not good.
We got cover E here. He's on like his duck mobile.
Yo, Thomas is trying Darkwing Duck.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
We'll get you the standard cover for now. You have plenty to choose from. We have some variants or some more variants.
Time for the pricey boys for Darkwing Duck.
$12.99 black and white, super noir.
Yeah.
We've got $14.99 for this cover here.
This one is like the Disney Afternoon has like this is like what the advertisements and the bumpers, these little border here.
Yeah.
That's what they look like. So it's the actual. Oh, it has stickers. What do the stickers say?
Do they have stickers? Oh, I see. Just like old school comic book.
Oh well, it looks like it's like a VHS.
Be Kind Rewind.
It's a VHS of the old Darkwing Duck.
Nice.
Stuff. That's why I remembered it. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. We have for $14.99.
Yeah,
cover here.
I don't remember the villain's name. But it's killing me.
No, his little like electric socket hat though. It's very good. And then we have an action figure variant for $20.
Normally, I don't like the action figure variants, but I actually really
this is pretty good.
That one's really good. I don't even know if like the actual Darkwing Duck figures look like that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. This is a good cover though. We have this one right here for $10. Not so bad. Icon cover.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Darkwing Duck has a great selection of covers.
Yeah, they really do.
And none of them were. I don't think any of them were super pricey, were they?
No, we have some like 1 in 100s. I just didn't show off. They're really
Fair
cool.
enough.
But come in the store and check them out. They're pricey.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it for Darkwing Duck though. That's a pretty big deal.
That was. All right. It's time for what Dynamite does best, though. It's time for the ladies segment. All the stars are here.
Actually, just Vampirella.
The star, Vampirella, is here.
And she's hungry.
Yeah, man. She's chowing down on a heart.
That makes me hungry.
She's doing a Mortal Kombat fatality.
She is.
Yeah. That's like a Baraka Hermelina.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
This is the A cover, so that's exciting. Also exciting, we got the E cover here.
Cosplay variant.
Oh, very nice. We have the
classic Dynamite weird filter variant.
The M cover. She's still eating a heart. Nice. We've got N cover. In case you're feeling a little blue, this is your Van Gogh phase here.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's for the Van Gogh collectors. We've got for $10. No words.
Get those pesky words out of there.
You can really see how she's eating the heart. Nice.
Okay, but this next
one's sick.
Yeah. Hey, come on.
$10 for this one here. The most like classic looking Vampirella cover.
That is a good cover.
Yes.
That's one of the best Vampirella covers I've seen since like is Vampirella Mind Warp? Is that the other one?
70s style ones.
All those covers are really good. This is up there though.
Yeah. No, this is actually
so only $10 for that one?
Yeah, only $10. This one's sick too, so
sweet.
Very nice. You have the Virgin cover here for $13. Very nice. No words, all picture.
And that is the end of the lady segment. That's
literally it.
Man, you know, like no kidding. I think Emma Frost. I think she beat out
one more time. Just the lady of the night here.
I think she beat out Vampirella this week. I mean, it's hard to beat Vampirella.
It really is
because she's one of the legends.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
Emma took it this week.
Yeah,
To end it all off, a palate cleanser here. We've got Scorch, the Spawn kind of
weekly
team
Spawn
book.
segment.
But this is cool though because it's a part of a 4-part David Mack series.
I didn't know. Is he only doing those 4?
Yeah, he's only doing these 4. It was like Scorch, Gunslinger, Spawn, and King Spawn. And then in a couple weeks, he's doing some for Batman too. 4-part series for Batman. Okay. So yeah, David Mack's kind of got this thing going on right now, which is great.
Are the triangles great.
Let's see. Where the triangles? Yeah, they're triangles.
Yeah.
His little signature.
Known for his triangles.
Yeah. So we got that cover there, which is great. And then we have this just cool cover of cool guy killing Spider-Man.
Spider-Man?
Woo!
Jerry says, I'm catching up my comic reading. I started reading Vampire Mind Warp, and it's really good.
That's nice. Yeah,
it looked good.
Oh, it looks incredible.
I do think that is the best looking Vampirella series right now.
Yeah, and I'm definitely super into, or want to be super into, the Red Sonja one that Thomas is reading. That one also looks really cool. So that's great. I'm glad that you're enjoying Vampirella Mind Warp, though. The best Vampirella covers, for sure.
Absolutely. Hands down.
Yep.
But, whew. That, and we somehow still managed to make it under an hour.
We're good. I don't know how we do this.
Yeah, we are good at what we do.
Yes, getting there, getting better every day.
Every day. But man, thank you guys so much for coming out again this week. Always a good time talking to you, Jody, Daniel, Thomas, Trey, who was here very briefly.
Yes.
But he came and went. We'll see.
Jody, we're super excited for you to try Action Comics. Hopefully you like it. If you don't, very cool.
Yeah, you don't have to add to your list, but if you end up liking it, let me know because I will add it. Because I know you're a big fan of World's Finest.
Yes.
So
yeah,
absolutely. But man,
he said, Thomas, I heard my name. I totally didn't catch what y'all were talking about.
We're talking about leaving.
Yes. And how we appreciate you hanging out.
And we love all you guys. And we will see you same time next week.
Yes. Oh, yeah. And Daniel said the Metallo action cover is fire. It's incredible.
I can keep talking. I can keep going.
Yeah.
I want to.
It's a great week. But thank you guys for watching. We'll see all of y'all in the store pretty soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Catch you later.